Welcome back. The Ottawa Fringe Festival gets underway today, and one of the local artists will be making it up as they go. Velvet Wells is an improv comedian, playwright, and a pretty decent singer, too. Their play, All Request Radio, turns random words, phrases, or gestures submitted by the audience into songs on the spot. I caught up with the artist ahead of tonight's show at the Arts Court. Velvet Wells, thanks so much for chatting with us.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so you're going to turn into the Velvet Duke on stage for this All Request Radio. Let's start there. Like, what is it? How does it work?
The Velvet Duke is going to transform into DJ Velvet Painting, because what a better time to get into radio than at the end of radio, and not the end of radio, but you know, this is very nostalgic. I am not a young kid coming into this, but on stage I get to be not only the DJ playing the music, but I'm going to sing the music.
Welcome everybody to All Request Radio. We play your top 10 all requested songs here.
And so people put in requests. You haven't seen the requests until like you're on stage. That's the first time you see it?
I will not see the request because they're going into a form that they're silently putting through their phone into a computer, which will get randomized.
It gets randomized, you get it on stage, and then you've got to do a song around that?
Right. My music catalog is also randomized, so I won't know the style of music either. And it's very hard. Okay. And for me, it's very easy. It's my joy to be able to perform in that way on the spot, maybe a little pressure, but to connect with both of those pieces of information and the audience at the same time. Oh, it's my joy.
Number 4 is Who Let the Cats Out? Dedicated to Tracy. Tracy, give yourself a round of applause. Can we get this a bit louder? Thank you. This is number 4, Who Let the Cats Out? It was me! I let the cats out.
Was it like a word or a phrase, or how simple is this suggestion that you get?
It could be as simple as one word. I've done a song based on somebody giving a non-verbal of a shrug, and I'm like, okay, we're going to sing I Don't Know, or The Shrug. So it could be that. I've asked for made-up song titles, so people aren't trying to give me Sweet Home Alabama. Right. I'm not going to sing that. Yeah. So it gives them the freedom to come up with whatever they want it to be, and me the freedom to decide how I'm going to shape that.
I know you've got a background in improv, which I'm sure helps, particularly for this one. But I also couldn't help, thinking as I'm a young parent myself. I'm doing a lot of improv myself. I'm singing to my kid all the time. He'll just give me like a word. He says, "Oh, Daddy, tell me like the dinosaur. You make a song up about the dinosaur." But it got me thinking about like what sorts of parts of your personal life led you to this. You've got the improv comedy. You've got the playwright. You've done a lot of stuff creatively. But is there stuff sort of in your backstory that has led you here?
I find no matter where you are, as you say, it is possible to improvise. People just learn, oh, this is the label for this. In the corporate world, when I spent time there were times you had to problem solve. And problem solving is just off the top of your head with other people, if you're lucky, an ensemble of co-workers, coming up with a way through the obstacle. That's improv. So I did find that what I did on stage very much helped what I did in my work life, but also what I did in my work life, the project management, having to juggle the producer hat, the performer hat. I got those skills from working in the corporate world.
So let's get to number 3. Third on the list. The Office, however, is really overrated as a place to live.
And now you've been awarded Ottawa Arts Council Poet Laureate, is it?
Emerging Artist Laureate.
Emerging Artist
Laureate. I
Laureate.
like to think I am a poet in my soul, but no.
You do so many things, I'm
right,
sure.
Exactly.
But so what did that mean to you?
It was great. My journey has been, I felt invisibilized. And no matter what I was trying to put out there, I didn't feel like I was really pushing through in the way I wanted. So to win this award for my accessibility, for my creativity, was such an honor, such a pride point. And now I can move forward from emerging, because again, I'm not young, to be able to do even more and not worry so much of, will people notice?
You talked about your advocacy and accessibility. I know your shows have closed captioning, ASL. You've also, promised anyone who can't afford it, they're going to get in, and whether, if they really want to see your show. Why is that so important to you, that accessibility and the advocacy on that front?
I grew up without my needs being met, and not personally, nobody was keeping me down in that way, but the systems were not in place to truly help people. And I'm on the other side where I do have a roof over my head. I am able to both go to a show and get a refreshment. So I want to pay it forward. I want to make sure that who can come through the door is whoever wants to come through the door, not because there are systemic barriers keeping them from it.
I know you also are very passionate about mentorship. You do a lot of mentoring. What do you hope that a young person seeing the Fringe Festival, seeing your show or any other show takes from seeing you on stage?
One of the things I like about improv, and I try to model it through mentoring, is that it's only failure on the other side, or success. And with improv, when you fail, you just get to do the next thing. It's okay. So seeing a show like Fringe where people are experimenting, it's not juried. So this could be anything. It could be everything. So whatever your heart desires, go for that. It is enough. It's going to be wonderful.
Well, Velvet, it's been great speaking with you. Good luck. Do they say break a leg in improv? Is that something that is said?
Well, it's like, give me an object to break that.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and I look forward to seeing your show.
Thank you, Omar.
Take care.